It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. At CD, the Dolphins, they've got some high hopes for 2023. They feel like they've got the pieces to make a run. They need a little bit of health, but they think they can be right there in the AFC East.
And they'll want every game to be a track meet because speed is their calling card. And if they're able to sprint out there ahead of people and make them chase, they'll be tough to reel in.
And meanwhile, for the Colts, it's been a pretty hard fall the last couple of years. From 11 wins in 2020 to just 4 a season ago. How do they get back on the right path?
I think they've started back on the right path with the change in the coaching staff, but a lot of it, players already on the roster playing back to the levels we've seen before.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Now their 41-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Richardson on 3rd and short. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
2 to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
Ooh, with a juke.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And that's the type of run we expect out of Taylor. We all remember his all-pro season in 2021, leading the league in yards and touchdowns. Not quite those heights in 2022 when he missed time with an injury, but in only 11 games, still reached nearly 900 yards. When he's healthy, tough to find a better runner in the league.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's got Pierce. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Mostert. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. It's Hill. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Jake Bailey now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. McKenzie now to return it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Tua going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Richardson back to throw it. Left side, he finds Pierce. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little fall 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Richardson working from the gun. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Another good reception there, the Colts on the march.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling a drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field.
Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Shifts by him, and he gets it down to the 32.
73 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Richardson.
And that will be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On play action, here's Tua.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Tagovailoa right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Richardson looking to throw this. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Richardson.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
Room here to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
3rd and long for Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Tua going to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Here's Tua.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
It's showtime, baby. We got to get it. Let's go, y'all. Let's play now, baby. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go, man.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 9.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 76 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
Mostert there with a quality gain, and paired with head coach Mike McDaniel of Miami, had his best season as a pro last year, nearly 900 yards in 16 games.
Injuries derailed a couple of seasons for him prior, but he has shown that when healthy, he can chase the 1,000-yard.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Richardson now on second down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second down, here's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame,
had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Touchdown, Colts!
Josh Downs.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. Richardson will throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this defense has to feel good because they've now brought down one of the faster quarterbacks in the game multiple times. That defensive unit, they're letting us all know they get paid too. They're no slouches themselves.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Off play action, Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away.
I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The toss here completed to Pittman. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here we go. Let's do it. Who's going to make a play? Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's be smart.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On play action, here's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now Richardson. And he'll find Pittman.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. On the handoff, Taylor.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.